The outcomes in my class from using the blog have been fantastic in terms of teaching writing, because the students in writing for the blog really do feel like they're writing for a campus-wide audience. Because they're going out and seeing things that their friends are performing in, they know that people are going to go onto the blog and read their criticism. The blog has been great for them thinking about the ways in which writing is not experimental, but writing is flexible, and that you are always writing for different types of audiences. And so selecting the right language for this audience is very important. I would say that in terms of the students writing for my introductory class, the quality of the writing has been great. I had a student this past semester, Aisha, who wrote about one of our performances at the Department of Theater, The Misanthrope, which is this 17th century play, but the director, Terrell Halquist, set it in contemporary Nashville. So Aisha, as she was writing about this play and about the language, took all of these opportunities to think about the ways in which these comic characters and the stereotypes of a French court had an immediate impact with her and her friends, and the way that they see people around campus and the way that they categorize people. And it was just a really lovely, reflective essay that showed the ways in which theater can make us think about who we are in the moment. I had another wonderful essay from this semester from an international student, Brian Osoro, who was writing about a play that we read called Let the Right One In. And the whole class had read the play, and so he asked if he could write about the film version of this. And so he brought back in the ways in which the film and the stage show had things in common, but also brought up ideas of being an outsider and what it means to be an outsider in our culture today. And he brought this just wonderful perspective to it as an international student, and you could see the way that he was using the text to think about his own integration onto campus as a first-year student. Let's see, the last example comes from a student who's one of our theater majors, and she was beginning her major with the introductory course, and she was cast in one of the shows that the students had seen that semester. The show was called How to Solve Poverty, and it was less of a play and more of an improvisational scenario that involved the audience and brought in all of these perspectives about poverty in Nashville and how do we address this problem locally. And at the end of each performance, the audience decided where $1,000 was going to go in the Nashville community. And Kat was one of the facilitators of this process and one of the performers on stage. And she was able to give the rest of the students in the class a kind of insider perspective through this essay that they wouldn't otherwise have had. And her essay got a lot of responses on the blog. And a lot of the discussions that happened on the blog then spilled over into the classroom, which was nice because as a teacher, I had known that everybody had read this. So I could immediately start with sort of the meat of the conversation to get things going.